Hello, my loves. This is the Italy manifestation story you guys have been asking me for since my trip of a lifetime. And I literally can't wait to share this with you guys, especially right now where I have my Black Friday deal. And one of my Black Friday deals is for anyone who wants to manifest anything. And it's for a very special price right now. And it's spending all of January with me. And so if you want that mystery offer, message me on Instagram, and you can just or I'll leave it in the show notes, but you could also message me on Instagram, mystery offer, and let me know how you like this episode. So let's get into it. So as some of you might know, and if you're new here, you might not know, I went on my dream trip to Italy this past October. Guys, it was everything I dreamed of. I was shocked. It was just perfect to a T, but it didn't always start out that way. So let's rewind to a week before we were going to Italy. We had planned to go to Positano on our trip, and we were going to spend 3 days there. And we originally got a hotel that was 35 minutes away from actual Positano. And now we didn't know it at the time, but apparently this was a huge no-no. If you want to go to Positano, you should definitely spend the money to stay in Positano because the roads are really windy and 35 minutes. Me, car sick, is not ideal. It's just not it, you guys. And so 35 minutes was already really far to be from actual Positano for 3 days of our trip, right? So if we ever wanted to actually go into Positano, we were going to have to take a taxi 35 minutes just to get there and spend the day. So it just wasn't the vibe. So a week before our trip, that hotel was refundable. And so I went over to my friend's house who I was going to Italy with, and she was like, let's get a hotel that's actually in Positano. Let's ball out. Let's get this hotel room. And I was like, great idea. Let's do it. And so our original hotel was $300 a night, but it was 35 minutes away from Positano. And so I got the refund for that, and we looked on like hotels.com or something like that, and we found a new hotel around the same price. And what we thought was in Positano, non-refundable. We were like, let's just book it. We're not going to want to refund it. It's in 1 week. We hit book. They're like, no refunds, not even 24 hours later. Like, this is it. Have fun. We'll see you soon. And we get this inkling, like, let's go look on the map, like where it is exactly. Oh my God, you guys, we look and it's now we are an hour away driving from Positano. So we were 35 minutes and now we are an hour away from Positano, non-refundable hotel, $300 a night, and our trip is in 1 week. And so I absolutely spiraled. So what I want you to know with manifesting, it is okay to spiral. I think everyone's like, oh my God, don't shed a tear, don't get upset, like all these misbeliefs. And it's like, it's okay to freak out and get upset when something happens. And then the next part of the story is going to be how I picked myself up and manifested the outcome I wanted. So basically, what I did is I let myself freak out, get upset, feel like my trip was ruined. I know, first world problems. But then what I did is first I took action. So I asked myself, what would my highest self do? What would I do if I was in this situation? The first thing I would do is I would immediately email them, ask for a refund, even though there is no such promise of a refund. Like when I looked on the site literally said, there are no refunds. You might get a little bit back of what you paid if you really need a refund. So right away, I emailed them. I emailed hotelbooking.com and just pleaded for a refund. Next, what I did is I went home and I grabbed my best friend, my roommate, love her to absolute death. And I was like, will you please go on this manifesting walk with me? So you guys have heard about my manifesting walks. It's my pride and joy. I love it so much. So we went on a manifesting walk for only 10 minutes. And what I did is I spoke to her like everything that I wanted out of this situation had now come true. So what I did, I went on the walk and I said to her, oh my God, in the present tense, you're not going to believe this. I actually got a full refund for the hotel that said that they wouldn't refund me. They gave me a free full refund for our whole hotel. And then I ended up finding the most amazing hotel right in Positano for the same price. It's unbelievable. I can't believe this happened. It saved our trip. I ended up having the best trip ever. This is the best manifestation story. I literally can't wait to tell my community. Like, this all happened for a reason. And what did my friend do? She listened and she just goes, that's amazing. I can't believe that happened to you. I'm so happy for you. So one thing I want you guys to know is I was speaking into, like, actually speaking into the universe what I wanted to happen. So, like, I wasn't keeping in my head. I was literally speaking the words to someone else like it already happened. And after that manifesting walk, I actually, before anything happened, I felt so much better, you guys. I was able to go do my work. I just felt really high vibe, right? And so the next day I wake up to a text from my friend who I'm going on the trip with, and it says they fully refunded our hotel. I got all my money back. We went on hotels.com that day. We found basically a bed and breakfast in the heart of Positano that had one room left, and it was the same cost, $300 a night. And it was shocking, you guys. What ended up happening is that was the best hotel we stayed in all of Italy, and we stayed in amazing hotels. But that Positano was our favorite place. It made our trip. We literally didn't need to get in any sort of taxi or Uber. We were in the heart of Positano. So we walk into our hotel that day, and it is one, there's just signs about on TripAdvisor. It's like one TripAdvisor hotels every single year. We walk in, the woman treats us like literal family. She asks us what we want for breakfast because they will be bringing it to our patio every morning at 9 a.m., whatever we want to eat. This place was a dream. It was fully booked out except for that one room. Wedding party stayed there. So basically we walked into our room. They had an amazing decor. The bathroom was gorgeous. And then you walked out until this balcony that had a full view of Positano. Just amazing, you guys. If you want pictures, I'll send them to you, but I'll put a little highlight on my Instagram of my Italy trip. My client actually said, can you send me that photo of breakfast on your balcony? I'm going to use that for my vision board to manifest. And so every morning they would wake us up. We would wear our robes. We would get cappuccinos and croissants and eggs and ham and fruit. And it was just so beautiful, overlooking all of Positano. And then the best part is there was a private pool that also looked over Positano. And it was the best trip of my life. Something that I went from dreading Positano to everything I've ever asked for. When we left, the lady was like, you guys need to come back. I want you to work for me for summer. You were amazing guests. If I ever go back, I'm going to tell everyone to stay there. It was literally the trip of a lifetime, but I want you to know is it didn't start out from there. I could have let my fears spiral. I could have decided that was my fate and I was a victim to a non-refundable hotel, but I decided that this was not what was going to happen, and I was going to manifest everything I wanted and more. So just know, wherever you are in your life, you can change it in a moment and get everything that you want. So I hope this episode really touched you and helped you a lot. If you want to learn all my manifestation techniques, my exact process that I've used to manifest my at New York apartment, my San Diego house, my last job, this business, meeting a celebrity, free trips, like you name it, I've manifested it. That's why they call me the manifesting queen. If you want to spend January with me and know about my mystery offer, just message me on Instagram. Even after, if you listen to this after Black Friday, message me and I will give you the link to join. You're not going to want to miss it. So I love you guys. And if you're listening to this before Thanksgiving, I hope you have the best Thanksgiving. I am so beyond grateful for all of you.